there. Thanks for watching. So it's a little after midnight on December 9th, and I have chosen now to start working on my holiday baking and tidying up and getting all ready. And this is the state of my kitchen at the moment because I am currently in process. And I figured, why not pull out the computer and start recording? So I've just gotten back from a quick trip to ShopRite because I had wanted to make cookies for an outing tomorrow. And I decided this at like 11:30 at night. I'm like, you know what I could really do is make cookies. And I wanted to try out a new recipe, and I needed a couple ingredients. So I don't know if it was necessarily the smartest thing to do, but I'm just going to ride this wave of holiday enthusiasm and try to get it done now while I can. So my plan is to clean up this nonsense and then bake the cookies. Hopefully they won't take too long, maybe like 40 minutes or less to bake and package from start to finish. But we'll see. So it's midnight, and we'll see where we go. And I just wanted to also show you a quick haul. This is kind of ridiculous. I should just do all my shopping. If I was really smart, if I was really committed to this, I would do all my shopping at Aldi or Lidl. But they're about half an hour away from me each way. So it's an hour round trip. And it really requires that planning that you're going to go out and do it. And also like the energy to commit to doing that. But it's an easy way to save easily half on your grocery bill if you're really planning it. So that's what I would do if I was really serious. As it is, I just went to ShopRite real quick. So I will show you what I got. So please ignore the crazy clutter everywhere. That is actually, yeah. So this is my haul. I have ginger ale flour, 2 different kinds of raisins. I'm planning on making oatmeal raisin cookies, coconut and cherries, because I'm hoping to try out Money Mom cookies, brown sugar gloves because I needed them, a baster, I needed that too, and vegetable shortening. So all that together cost maybe like close to $24.
Okay, so we have arrived at the baking portion of the evening. The cleaning only took half an hour, 40 minutes to an hour, you know. So I have measured out all of my ingredients here, and I'm going to try to mix them together as we go. So I'm making oatmeal raisin cookies, and I've never used this recipe before. So it'll be kind of an exciting adventure, and if they turn out well, I will leave the recipe in the link below. So I'm using shortening, which is different. I've never used shortening before either, so we will see how that works. And I guess we'll just jump on into it. Oh, something else that I'm also doing, which I'm excited, this actually sounds like a good idea. I soaked my raisins in hot water for about an hour before, so that should, I think, help. I'm using 2 different kinds of raisins. These guys are still soaking, so we'll see how that works. Hopefully it turns out well. I will report back. Okay, so this is the final step. I'm going to add the raisins to the rest of the batter. I'm mixing that in. Everything has been combined, and now I'm going to put them on to the cookie sheet. I've done that before. So this is my thing with baking, and hopefully, there we go. Okay. The reason why I don't do it as much is because, like I said, I have a horrible, horrible sweet tooth, and it's really hard for me not to eat if there is something sweet in the house. So I try my best not to bring sweet things in to the house. But especially around the holidays, I wanted to do something festive. I wanted to do something fun. So, and be able to give that out to people that I care about. So that's what I'm doing now. And this is like my challenge to myself, is not to eat any of this. It's fine, like it's gonna be good. So I don't need to worry. Because normally I'm like, oh, I need to test it to make sure it's okay. So I can just tell. You can tell, you can sort of see, you can smell. you don't need to eat something to make sure that it's okay. I think they're going to turn out just fine. So this is cookie sheet 1. I'm not really sure how many this recipe makes. We'll see. Stay tuned. So the first batch is in the oven, and we will see how they do. They have to bake for 10 minutes. So I kind of wanted to wait to see how they came out, to know if I should put the cookies further apart or how much I should space them. The recipe says 2 inches, so I think I'm going to stick with that. So this is round 2, and my strategy for not eating them all before I can give them to the people they're supposed to go to is to have a home for every cookie. So I have to know exactly where they're going and how they're going to get there. So I have some baggies and a container so that, leave some more space there, so that I can just, as soon as they come out of the oven and are cooled, I can throw them into the containers that they're supposed to be in and send them on their way. So there's no stopping and no room to be eaten. So that is my strategy for that. That's also why I waited so long. Well, it's the 9th, so I guess it's not very long. But that's why I waited to make them, because I really wanted to see, I wanted to have them be on their way quickly, so they're not just sitting around in my house. Because I've definitely had those times where I've made cookies for other people, in theory, and they have not made it to those other people. So that was unfortunate. But so far I think we're doing pretty well. So here are my strategies for not eating them all while I'm making them or not testing too many. I have a giant glass of water, and I try to drink water and remain hydrated while I'm cooking so I'm not tempted. That way I know that I have like something else working and I'm not distracted. Also just helps to be hydrated in general. So that's a tip that I've tried. So that so far has worked really well. I am just about finished up for the night, but I wanted to come in to give you a shot of what the oatmeal raisin cookies look like. I do like this recipe a lot. I used shortening with the shortening instead of butter because they turned out sort of chewy in the middle and then crispy on the outside, and that was exactly what I was going for. So heartily recommend. And also soaking the raisins before did really make them plump up. So highly recommend that as well. I'm just putting them away. I have 2 tins and I'm putting some in baggies. So I would say that they make about, I want to say 35 cookies. It said 3 dozen, but 35 is a good number as well. So I would definitely do this again, and I'm hoping to be able to, now that I know what to expect, how they cook, and have a plan for them. It's very important. I'm just going to put them in bags and give them away like that. I think this would be a good thing to do. I could recommend this. So thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful, and hope this might inspire you to try giving this a shot.